What is up, YouTube? NYKF31 here. Online Dynasty footage. Haven't done any ranked online gaming in about a week and a half or so. I've been kind of bored with it, to be honest. I ran off a bunch of games in a row, bunch of wins in a row, and just got a little bit tired of shutting down the same cheese techniques and tactics and having people quit on me once I figure out their cheese. And that gets old after a while, so took a little break from that. Been playing a lot of offline Dynasty, and this is another user versus user game in the OS Elite PAC12 Big Ten Dynasty. I come into this game 4-1. My one loss was against Oklahoma State, and I've already beaten Oregon, Stanford, and USC, both by the skin of my teeth, to, go to 3-0 in the Pac-12 and first place in my division going into this game. And the Oregon State user, he's only played one conference game so far, and he won his first conference game and is on top of his division in the Pac-12. So this might be a Pac-12 championship game preview if all goes according to form. If I win this game, I'm in good shape. If I lose it, it opens things up in the Pac-12, pretty widely for everybody else. And that's the good thing and the fun thing about online Dynasty with a bunch of good guys and good players, is that if you run the table, you've earned it, because everyone can play. And anyone can beat anybody else any given game. So we're all going to beat up on each other, and we'll probably end up with two 8-4 teams in the Rose Bowl. But that's the way it is. If you're consistently playing good competition, you're not going to beat everybody. Sometimes you're going to get picked off, and you can be a very good player and be at the bottom of the league simply because maybe you had a season where the breaks didn't go your way, and against good players, that's usually the difference in the game. So this is a good game to see because one, it's against a good opponent, and it shows people that a 3-3-5 stack does have its weaknesses. It's not this invincible super glue defense that some people seem to think. Mostly critics who don't really know how the base nickel defenses work, the 3-3-5 stack and the 4-2-5, think that it's this gimmicky, overpowered defense. But the thing is, you can run the ball against it and you can throw the ball against it if you make good decisions and understand what you're reading. And this guy does a very good job. He actually forces me to play a lot more man than I usually play out of this playbook. And he was very good at attacking the underneath, not forcing deep, and it forces me into switching up my coverages into some more man-to-man and some more max coverage, and not to be so zone blitz happy. He did a very good job of making me mix things up, which is what a good, smart player will do. And that's what makes playing online Dynasty so much fun for me. But anyway,
Rodgers off the left side.
I'll probably crank out at some point. I don't know if I will or not. I'm kind of on the fence. If I haven't done it by now, I probably won't. But Madden 12 demo video, I don't really have much to add that hasn't already been said. So I just be repeating what other people have said, and the game reminds me so much of Ncaa 12, gameplay wise, that it just seems like I'll just be repeating myself. So there you go with that. The one thing I will say is that the past couple of years I felt like NCAA football has been the better of the two games to play from a gameplay perspective, fun perspective, and also from features and whatnot. But I think that Madden 12 looks like it's going to at least match it in the gameplay department, which hasn't been the case in a couple of years, in my opinion. how offline franchise works and how online franchise goes will tell the story for me, but as far as just strictly on the field, I think the game plays very, very well based on the demo. The demo, as we know, is rough. I believe I heard that the demo was a pre-E3 build from May. So, that has me very impressed as far as what to expect in the retail version.
He'll kill you all game, but they got excellent pressure on that play.
So until then, I guess it's just wait and see. But I expect a very good game.
There's a strike complete. He's down.
I think
Picks up about 5 yards on that hookup.
Well, I think you can tell that's going to be a very good game based on the community and the critique videos, or the lack of them that have been out. Have you noticed? Someone pointed out to me this fact from my one of my subscribers pointed this out to me, but a week ago he said, "Have you noticed that the Ncaa 12 nitpick videos have vanished?" And the reason why is because, well, there's not really a whole heck of a lot to pick apart. Sure, you can find something if you really, really want to, but overall the game doesn't give people a lot of ammunition to bash it with. And I think Madden 12 is going to repeat that trend. And you know how the cycle goes. The same cycle is going to be in Madden 12 that was with Ncaa 12. You'll see some critiques of the demo, and people will talk about how concerned they are that the flaws in the demo will transfer over to the retail version, blah blah blah. And the same thing that happened with Ncaa 12 when it hit retail, it's going to be the same thing that happens with Madden 12. The Ncaa 12 retail version was infinitely better than the demo, gameplay-wise. The vast majority of the rough edges were cleaned up, and what's remained to be cleaned up is going to be done, through the patch that's going to be coming out and the tuner sets, neither of which we've received yet. So I don't expect anything different from Madden 12. Why would I? So I think we're getting to the point where people are just running out of ammunition. And it's going to become, I think, harder and harder to keep the critique video niche alive. Well, I shouldn't say that, because there's always going to be people who do that, and people who are fans of that kind of thing. But my whole point all along has been, it's going to be tougher and tougher to find things to harp about, and what's going to end up happening is that you're going to have to be reaching to such an extent that you're just going to look like you're someone who's never going to be satisfied with anything in life. And people are going to take you less seriously. And I think if that time isn't here yet, it's rapidly approaching. And I'm not talking about everybody. There are some people that do it in a fair way and give credit where credit is due, but I'm talking about the diehards, the ones that are just going to keep the EA versus 2K football fight alive until their last dying breath, or until a new 2K football game comes out, whichever ones come first. And me personally, I believe that the dying breath is going to come first. But that's just me. So anyway, I'll let y'all enjoy the rest of this game, and I'll talk to y'all later. Take care. Peace.
Ball on the 36. Hands off left, and they got him behind the line.
Well, you think
34-yard line. Third down. And he tackles him hard at the 46-yard line.
the quarterback did an excellent job of recognizing
They'll throw for the first. Throws it, and oh, he dropped it.
Well, that's one.
Back here this late in the game. Throws, intercept. No, he dropped it.
I don't think they necessarily have to go for it here on 4th down. But there's no doubt, time is becoming a factor.
Makes it out to about the 20. This guy just made those 10 yards look easy. Now he tries to buy some time.
I got to put this one on the quarterback. He just held on to the football too long.
Just under 3 to go in regulation. He gets it up, and it is good. It's in the game. Once and all. Can't connect.
Now the timing here between the quarterback and the receiver looked a little off there.
Finds his receiver who's all alone. He goes down at the 30-yard line. Second down. Less than 2 minutes in the fourth quarter. Throws, and it's knocked away. Third down, and they need to get it down to the 20. He may have changed things up here. He drops back. Throws complete, touchdown. He has 3 scoring tosses in the game now. Has crucial 2-point conversion. They'll try to tie this thing up. Defense comes out in a 4-4. They need a big play here. Throws to the receiver, and he's got it again. And it looks like they're going to try an onside kick here.
Rodgers keeps to return.
Brought down at the 39-yard line.
Give all the credit.
Throws incomplete, intended for his wideouts.
Nothing clicking there. Let's see if they can make a few adjustments before their next series.
Drops back on first down. Pressure coming. He's into the open field. Down the sideline. That'll keep the sticks moving as time continues to be a factor. They're changing the play. And that just might do it. Intercepted. He steps up and makes a big turnover.
Yeah, well, this one really could have gone either way. Arizona played a good game out there, but they needed to make 1 or 2 more big plays, and they couldn't do it. Who knows? Another couple of minutes, and this one may have gone the other way.
Here's a look at our player of the game. EA Sports will donate $10,000 in his name to his school's General Scholarship Fund. For Arizona, that'll be loss number 2 as we hit the halfway point of the season. And for Oregon State, they continue what should be a strong season by increasing their mark to 4-1. Thanks for joining us in NCAA Football 12. For Kirk Herbstreit and Aaron Andrews, this is Brad Nessler saying so long.